Welcome to the Fishin' Magician Outdoor Cooking Show. With me again today is Tom Verschueren. You may remember other episodes where Tom has shown off his cooking skill on the grill out here. You know, a couple of sessions ago, we visited Greece. We prepared a Greek meal. Well, today we're back to the continent. Tom is showing us how to prepare one of Spain's most favorite dishes, paella. Am I saying that right?
Paella.
Paella.
Yes, you are, Dave.
And this is one of my favorite dishes, and I don't care where it came from, because it's got everything I love. It's got chicken, chorizo, seafood, all of those different ingredients. And as you can see, we've already started browning some chicken thighs, because this is probably the longest part of the process.
Yeah, this is what starts the process, is getting the chicken thighs done. And once you get that done, you just keep adding and cooking and adding, and it's a great meal for we've done this meal on New Year's before, and it's a great meal to have at a party, because you can sit around and cook and talk and have a cocktail or a beer or whatever you want to have. It's a fun way to cook.
Right, and you know, one of the things you mentioned, probably start to finish, it takes probably about an hour to prepare this dish.
About an hour, yeah.
And which gives you enough time to visit with your guests, have a cocktail, and they get to watch the process as this is assembled. And Tom's going to help us walk us through this process, because there's different stages in the preparation of this particular dish. And it just gets better and better as it goes along. It
does. Yeah, the neighbors start to convene. You can just see them coming in. The more you put in the pan.
And everything is done in one pan. That's the neat thing about this. And then it's actually served. You just plunk this down on the table, and then you serve right from the pan.
Everybody serves themselves. Yeah. Yeah. It's a very social meal. It's a great meal to have with family, or like our New Year's celebrations. We do it all year round.
That sounds fabulous. Well, and he's going to walk us through the process and sort of describe as we add different elements to this big dish. And so when we come back, we're going to have a whole nother set of ingredients that we're going to add to this pan as this dish from Spain, paella, comes together. Now, to the perfectly browned thighs of chicken, you've added about a cup of onion chopped.
Right.
And one of the things that was described to me with paella, when you're preparing paella, you put one chicken thigh per person, you put one clove of garlic per person, and there's a lot of other elements to this dish that you do depending on the number of people you're going to be serving.
Absolutely. As you see, when we get towards the end, you can add, we're going to be adding seafood tonight. You can add probably just about anything you want to add.
Yeah.
Just let your imagination run wild. That's another thing that's fun about this. So I think we're ready for the chorizo now. We've got our onions and garlic and chicken to where we want it. Now we're going to start adding the chorizo.
And I just sort of pinch this off and drop it in.
Yeah, we could probably, yeah.
Sort of sizes like that. And then this just will cook down. And it doesn't need to be, you know, sometimes chorizo comes in sort of like kielbasa, as you described it.
Exactly,
too.
Yeah.
We just happened to find it today in this portion. And again, the way it was described to portion it out, we figured that probably a pound of chorizo, more or less, would be the amount to add to this dish to serve for people.
Right, so that's about a quarter of a pound per person. And again, you can vary the recipe, and it's just what you like what your tastes like.
Exactly. And chorizo, for people that don't know, it's sort of a Mexican sausage, and it's got, it's usually, you can get it in pork or beef, and it's very oily, and then the spice that's added to it, it's not terribly hot. It's got a wonderful flavor. It's often served with eggs in the morning for breakfast, And I just love the flavor of chorizo myself. But it has a very high fat content. And so it adds a nice base to whatever you cook with it. And also, because of the spices that are added, that are in the chorizo, it adds a beautiful color.
It gives off a wonderful aroma.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, it just continues to grow. By the time we're finished here, this pan is going to be overflowing.
Yes.
And by the time we're finished, you're so hungry, ready to eat, it's probably not going to be enough.
I could start probably right about now, just with the ingredients we have here. Okay, so there's that portion of it. And then we're going to add some more ingredients to this dish here.
We're going to be adding the rice and the stock, and we have been preparing on a Coleman stove, and we'll be adding all of that. And like I said, as you see, this will just continue to grow as
we cook it down. All right, great.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Honey, you are not going to believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste, 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are going to flip.
Yeah, they're going to be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Well, that chorizo has added a very nice aroma and texture.
Yes,
and look.
it has.
And the color it's added to the chicken already is something special. Now the next step is we add the rice. And this is a short-grained rice, as I understand it too, so that it will keep its texture, not absorb too much of the goodies that go into the dish.
Well, but you also want to mix this around well so that you get it coated with the oils that are in the pan.
Right.
That's important to get it coated, because in the end, one of the things that many people like about paella is if you finish it correctly, the rice is gonna have a little caramelized texture to it, and
yes,
some people really love that. I being one of them.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you a little story while you're mixing that up. When I was living at Lake Chelan, one of the restaurants hired a cook who was Hispanic, and he made paella. And I heard about it and wanted to try it so badly that I went down during the day before he started his preparations for the cooking for the dinner that evening, and I paid him to make a paella just for me. And the key, what I remember about that, and it has all these goodies that we've mentioned in the seafood that comes later, was the rice. That is a real key.
It's a key. It is key
to making a proper paella.
Oh, and this looks like it's coating very, very nicely.
All right.
So let's give it another 1 or 2 more.
I'm going to measure out the paprika. This is a smoked, very special paprika. And again, this is, according to paella rules, there is a half a teaspoon per person of this paprika that'll go into the dish.
Okay, I think let me spread this out, and if you want to just spread that about, I think we're good to go here.
Sprinkle that around. Well, smoked paprika is just a wonderful thing. I've learned to use that in a lot of different things.
Boy, that just gives it the flavor.
Oh, it just bursts with flavor.
It really does.
Okay, well then we'll add all these other ingredients, and we're getting close to a finished dish of paella. All right, that is nicely coated. That rice looks beautiful. Now to this, we've got a little bit of wine and the threads of this fabulous spice, the saffron. And we're going to add that in there and let that sizzle up. And then to that, we're going to add this chicken stock.
So just a little bit here.
This will provide us with the liquid we need to get this rice cooked. Oh yeah, that's filling up the pan. You're
Yes,
so
it
right.
is.
Oh boy. Oh man, that just looks fabulous. Look at the color.
Now this is all this liquid is going to be absorbed by this rice, and plus we're going to be adding a few more, once we get this to a boil, we're going to be adding a few more ingredients here. That's where the peppers and the garbanzos and the artichoke hearts come in. So I don't think it'll take too long. Boy, this is really smelling good, Dave.
Oh, this is fabulous. And as you say, now, it may appear right now that this is sort of like a stew, but that's not the case with a finished paella. It's all of that moisture cooks out of it, and it's more of a rice dish
Right.
than it is a soup.
Right, a very moist rice dish. This will all cook out once we get. We need to boil here, I believe, for a couple of minutes, and that's going to get this rice going, and then we're probably about 15-20 minutes away from the final product. We'll continue to add as the recipe calls for, adding the seafood at the very end.
That's right. Top it off with that, which doesn't take long for that to finish, of course. And then it's time to eat. And we're almost there. Excuse me for the...
You know, one thing that I might want to mention that they mentioned in the recipe is we're going to put our seafood in here tonight and just let it cook in here. Some people feel uncomfortable about doing that, so if you want to cook your seafood ahead of time, that's perfectly all right. It's not going to,
I'm
not going to hurt it a bit.
comfortable for letting my seafood stew in this great dish. Oh boy, I can't wait.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah, I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Okay, that's got a nice boil to it, as per the recipe calls for. Now I'm going to add these very special red peppers, and just glop those in there for you, Thomas.
I believe these are called Paquillo peppers. P-A-Q-U-I-L-L-O.
Right, and it might take a little searching, but actually we found these at one of the local stores. Now
And
the
then
garbanzo beans, we follow that. And again, the portions are based on the number of people that you're going to be serving. And the last of
I
these...
sure hope we don't have a whole lot more ingredients, Dave.
And his pan's getting pretty full. Looks great though. And now the last of all the ingredients we have laid out here on the table are the artichoke hearts. So make room for artichoke hearts, and then we'll be down to the seafood. Okay, now the finishing touch to this dish,
Le coup de grace.
is the seafood. And in this case, instead of adding the whole mussel with the shell and all, just to save space, because we filled this pan so full, and these are gigantic mussels as well. I think these are New Zealand's. We're adding the mussels to the dish, and then of course our giant tiger prawns as well. These are gorgeous. Oh yes, and see, look at how that's cooked down, and the rice has absorbed the moisture as you described. And the last item we're going to add to the pan are these beautiful clams. And we'll put this all in here.
As I said earlier, normally the heat from this dish will open the clams and cook them, but if you you feel comfortable cooking seafood beforehand, it will not make any difference at all.
They recommend that you cook, add the seafood, and then cook for 15 minutes. And that's plenty of time for any seafood to cook and be finished.
Well, I think it's important to get the, make sure you get the seafood covered by all this.
Exactly, so it absorbs all of that heat. Bury the clams. We just dug those clams up. Now you're burying them again. Fine.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local yellow pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Well, Thomas, I think you've done it. This looks like perfection.
This
And,
looks like everything is just about ready to go. The clams have opened, which is what we want to see.
yes.
The prawns are kind of an opaque color, which means they're done, and that's what we want to see.
These mussels have turned a nice orange, which is what you want to see
Right?
too.
That's got a little
And, oh
coating
my
on it.
gosh, yeah.
Boy, this smells terrific, I'll tell you.
It really does. And as you say, we cooked this for an additional 15 minutes, mainly to get the liquid down. I noticed when the clams opened, this liquid was inside the shells. They were getting thoroughly cooked. I'm sure that the seafood is just done just right.
Yeah, and we've scraped the bottom of the pan here a little bit and got some of that caramelization up to the top and mixed it in, and it just smells and looks terrific.
Well, I tell you what, I think I'm going to hand my plate first.
Okay.
Because I can't wait to dig into this.
Well, let's see here.
Hang on to the edge.
Hang on to that so I don't dump it on you. It's like we got some thigh there. Let me get you a prawn.
Look at the consistency
Just
of
that
that
up, and
rice.
how about a couple
like you
clams?
say. Yeah,
Gotta have some clams.
just a little bit of
I think there's
everything
clams in there, although the
yes,
rice looks like it's invaded the shell a little bit. Oh boy.
Isn't that gorgeous? Okay.
Oh, that smells good.
I'll get a plate for you now, too.
Okay, let's see what
Make sure
this
that
pan gets
holds
very hot. You gotta be. We're doing this tonight on a 3,000 BTU propane cooker, which again, if you're doing it outdoors, to me, is the way to go.
Oh yeah.
You could probably do it if you wanted to on a barbecue, but it's, I would imagine it's going to take a little bit more time.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to steal, well, I see a mussel crying for my attention here, so I'm going to put that on there.
Well, we are plated, Thomas. Thank you so much. What a treat. Forks up. It's time to sample paella. That is a fabulous dish.
It is very good, isn't it?
Everything is just and done to perfection.
Those prawns are done to perfection. Chicken's perfect. What a great outdoor meal. What a great fun meal, huh?
Yeah, but this is the best part. Thanks again.
It was fun, Dave. Enjoyed it.